Venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Running right, it's Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man on the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating breed.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here's a heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running to Green. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Makes the catch. It's Green. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take...
Finding some room. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Simon. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win.
And he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On third down, here's Dura. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Manning with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's going to run it inside the 30. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football.
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Levin. Got it set up on the outside. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive. And that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick 6 all the way to the house that could really end up costing him.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game. Being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Harris. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a man, it's Levin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
There he goes! He's at the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the move. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Might be calling a hot route. Pushes toward the goal line. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would have just kicked that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these two guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Baylor Bears. And it's the Cougars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And after getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They go play action with Manning. Makes the catch, it's Rocket. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's Manning to throw. Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Manning, pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Going to spin it again. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to Caden Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Green. On his feet at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Handoff, Caden Durham. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Hall. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time.
Maybe some room here. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. They move on top here on the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. Caught. Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback keep. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game.
Got a lot of room to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Texas. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.